So a few people have asked me about my worst date, and I will gladly share this story because one example literally comes to mind so rapidly. In terms of awful dates, do live vicariously through me so you don't have to experience stuff like this. My first, which happens to be my worst date ever. So here's the skinny. This bro type guy who was a complete douche, which I realize now, added me on Facebook, and I looked through his pictures and thought, wow, this guy seems really cool and neat. I clearly was under the influence of heavy drugs that I was unaware of taking because he was neither cool nor neat nor showed any signs of ever being cool or neat. Anyway, he messaged me, I messaged him, blah blah blah, we Skyped and I thought he was adorable. The story begins here after said Skype conversation. So I don't know, we talked for about a week. We agreed to meet, he lived 30 minutes away because he was in an entirely different school district, so I was like, fine, I'll drive, I have a car. He was 2 years younger, so he was just getting his license then. So for some reason we decided it would be a great idea to hang out New Year's Day. Whoever, I don't even know whose idea that was, but that was problem number one because I was in no state to hang out with anyone or present myself as living or conscious at all. I was like, we need to do this some other time, and I texted him that, and then he was like, no, and he was getting mad, and he was like, no, I want to do it now, just come anyway, even though you feel sick. And I was just like, I'm going to throw up on you. Anyway, I managed to roll my hungover ass out of bed, and I'm like, and I showered. I literally looked in the mirror and I was like, this is the worst I've ever looked in my life. Let's go on a date. I get in my car and I was off for my nice 30-minute drive through the creepy countryside, because that's what it was. I could not find his house. He was just like, just go to this church. So I pull into this church and I'm like, where are you? And he's like, I'm coming. And he emerges in the distant hills. And the first thing I noticed about him was he looked a lot younger than I thought he was, which was weird. And he had these eyelashes, almost like Minnie Mouse's eyelashes, where they're huge. And I severely underestimated the awkwardness of meeting somebody and driving in a car without any plans. We didn't know what we were gonna do. We were awkwardly driving around for I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. And up until this point, I was just like, okay, whatever, I can deal with this. I understand it's awkward. It's gonna be awkward no matter what. He might be shy and not that talkative. But then, things started. So here comes the first red flag, alright? The first issue that I have is as I am driving, okay, I'm trying to focus on the road. What do I see out of the corner of my eye? He picks up my cell phone and starts looking through it. No. I literally pulled over to the side of the road and I took the phone away. Who the fuck does that? So we continue driving around. We end up going to Dunkin' Donuts or something stupid. And looking back on it, I'm ashamed of this entire encounter. After a while, he's just like, oh, we can just go back to my house. There's a park by my house. We can just hang out. And I'm like, okay, cool. It beats awkwardly driving around and you going through my phone. So we're driving around town. I'm wasting all my gas money. There is awkward, no conversation. Anyway, he looks over at me and goes, you're more fun to text than to hang out with in person. What? Who says that? So literally I'm like, haha, yeah. Then I smacked him to the ground and beat him to death with a shovel. Except I wish. Whatever, I continued to laugh. And anyway, he wanted to stop at Subway because we went to Dunkin' Donuts and we awkwardly didn't eat anything. We just sat there and he was on his phone. And he's like, we should go to Subway and you can buy me something. Bitch, I'm not a sugar daddy. I know I'm 2 years older than you. I'm poor. You're poor. Buy your own shit. I like to think that I have enough going for me that I don't need to making it rain on people to get them to like me. So the little idiot boy that I was back then was like, okay. We go in and he gets the most disgusting thing. There was pickles and onions. It just reeked of, I don't even know. It just reeked. He added a cookie to it, which is even worse. I pay for it. He does not say thank you. And I am brought up on literally, when I'm at a restaurant, I say thank you 10 times. The water, thank you. The straw, thank you. Is everything good? Yes, thank you. I might as well wear a shirt that says thank you. So, whatever, it's all fine. We go to his house and he wants to go to the park. At this point, it's literally like 9:30 p.m. So we're just like hanging out at this park, and he gets a phone call from, I think it was his cousin or something like that. He's on the phone for, I shit you not, maybe 15 minutes while I'm sitting there in the cold. So I'm just sitting there playing with some grass. You know when you used to play like soccer and your coach was talking and you used to like sit there and just rip up grass? That's what I was doing. And literally I tap him on the shoulder and he goes and rolls over. Then he finally hangs up the phone and I'm like, thank Jesus, this guy is finally gonna talk to me. I can stop ripping up this grass. And he's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, let's go on a walk. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And he's like, oh, we should go over there. And I look. He's pointing at a dark trail into the woods. So I literally made the best decision of my life, which was not to go into the dark trail. And I know nothing was going to happen because he wasn't really a killer, or at least he hasn't become a killer yet. If you're watching this and you know who you are, I hate you. But I know you weren't going to kill me. Let's be real. We parted ways after that. We shook hands and I was just like, see you sometime soon, and I never saw him again. I actually did see him enter a restaurant like a year and a half later, but we ignored each other like true friends. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, you should. This is like the first time that I actually like sat down and like talked like in like a vlog form, I guess, without my fancy crazy editing that's supposed to cover up the fact that my content is awful. But anyway, if you guys like this type of video, like let me know. I'll probably do more of them then. Anyway, thanks again for watching this video, guys. I'll see you next time.